tournament with everything to prove.
The first thought I had was like disbelief, you know. It kind of didn't feel real to have spent all this time being a pro and then to have finally won something. You know, it wasn't like immediate, like just pure sheer joy, but it was like slow realization that I'd actually done something with my time in esports. I'd actually won.
There were a lot of people.
I guess it was just like a blur for the first few minutes. George was crying and like everyone was like happy and like the audience was like screaming really loud. And that's when it hit me when everyone was cheering and screaming.
To me, once we won, it's just like, okay, we're not done yet, guys.
We share certain qualities that make us work really well together, and one of them is that we've all been losers.
We've all been losers, you know? We've been pros, like all of us have been pros for like 2 or 3 years, and we've all been through relegations, but we haven't really like won anything.
Me and Afro on CLG, Zion on Coast and Dig, Pobelter on Winter Fox and EG, like Smithy on Vulcan. We were always, at some point, just not at the right place, right time.
When you're losing, that's when you see the worst in yourself, the worst in other people, the worst in your teammates, and everyone's been through that struggle. For us to come together and become a formidable team through all that losing and finally come out on top, I think says a lot about all of my teammates.
The thing I'm looking forward to most going to Worlds would probably be kicking some ass, some international ass. I don't really want to be viewed as the underdog region or, you know, not the best region.
There is this perception that these Korean and Chinese teams are so much better than the North American teams, than even the European teams, and they're a little bit stronger yet, but they're not as far apart as people paint them to be.
I think it's really funny that nobody expected us to make Worlds, and now that we're there, nobody expects us to do anything there either, except for lose out in groups.
My whole career long, people told me, you know, you can't do it. At first it was like, I got relegated and people were like, you can't do it, you can't succeed in NA. Now that I succeeded in NA, people are like, you can't do it at Worlds. And so I'll just do it at Worlds too.
Even though we're the first seed, like, we don't really get that much respect. Being an underdog actually has a really big advantage for us. I mean, there's like not a lot of expectations.
We're just kind of good at using that energy to motivate ourselves because a lot of us have been underdogs.
I think we all were satisfied when we won North America, but we stayed hungry.
I think we'll come out on top at the end of it, but it'll be through a lot of hard work. I want them to see CLG as a team that should be feared, a team that is one of the best in the world, a team that is a serious contender. I want them to see us as a team that they can really get behind and cheer for. Just like move them to believe in us.